Hello. So I wanted to come on, guys, give you guys some spooky messages for Halloween. And I didn't tell anybody I was coming on here live, so that's okay. But hopefully, as I continue to come on, you've clicked the bell button. So if you happen to be on here, you'll get that message. So the deck that I'm working on is a Law of Attraction cards. Okay. So if you're hopping on, you'd like a card, let me know. Otherwise, you're just going to get general messages for everyone. However, even if you pick a card, it's still going to help someone else as well. So by you asking for a card, you're helping others. And okay, so first thing that comes up here is I see myself attracting harmonizing intent. I see myself attracting only those in harmony with my current intent. And I am getting clearer and clearer in every moment about what it is that I want. It matters not what others are choosing. What is important is that I am pleased with me. And as I see myself, I certainly am. And I love that. I actually, for myself today, I did some theta healing. And one of the things that came up was to accept myself. And so that kind of makes me a little emotional, but at the same time grounded. So I think sometimes we need confirmation on what we're feeling. So that's what's kind of coming up for you is just getting confirmation on um, what you're putting out there. So not only is it important to trust yourself, but it's also important to get kind of those signs and then get the confirmation so that you start to feel better about it. So just remind yourself to do that, to practice asking for things and then getting the confirmation, whether that's through reading with me or whether it's just like by you practicing how to do that. Okay. I attract the essence of my thoughts. I'm feeling a little sick to my stomach, so that means there might be somebody that's going to be watching that might be struggling with some type of sickness. I attract the essence of my thoughts. The law of attraction and its magnetic power reaches out into the universe and attracts other thoughts that are vibrationally like it and brings that to you. And so you are getting the essence of what you are thinking about, whether it is something you want or something you don't want. And that's really, really challenging. I love this card. It's showing me actually that I just had a reading with someone else. And it's interesting that she pointed out something that I have been feeling. So there's a tree in my yard. So that's kind of what I relate this to in my backyard, like this. And it's almost like creepy. It's like the other day I could see as if there was mist coming from the tree, but it didn't make any sense based on the temperature and things. It was almost like highlighted for me, and I'm like, okay, I could almost feel it recently, continuously telling me to get out and touch it, to connect to it. And there are times in the evenings where I sit and I look at that tree and I'm like, "Oh my gosh," because it kinda comes out and it's almost like it wants to hang over the house. And my significant other at one point, I think he was concerned about the size of the tree and the needles and things like that. And I was like, "Well, we could take that down." And I said, "I live here for that tree." No, absolutely not. So, it's interesting. So in this reading, she just brought up that tree. So I didn't tell her about that, but she was bringing that up. So as I was just saying, through the law of attraction, it's coming up for us intuitively. But even if you're extremely intuitive, you still need other people to kind of like remind you or reassure you of that energy. So for you, it might be karma as well. There might be old karma that you're clearing right now, and it also could be that karma's catching up to you. So, for instance, right now, in the reading I just had, I said I'm decluttering. And yes, it feels really good, but the negative side of it is when things build up. So again, there's positive and negative to everything. So just remind yourself to focus on the positive because that's going to be what motivates you right now. I feel like that's what we needed to hear. Although this is not very spooky, it's not spooky day yet. So tomorrow will be spookier. All right. Have a beautiful day and thanks for tuning in. Bye. And thanks for sharing it out with friends.